Hello, welcome to my organic home video where I plant organic tomatoes and vegetables. I want to share with you um, what I've been doing and how my tomatoes and few other things that I planted in my yard, how they've been doing. Last week I shared a video with you how my tomatoes are doing and how they're growing so fast. And as you can see, they're beginning to produce tomatoes, and I'm excited and I'm looking forward to harvesting a lot of tomatoes this season. This is just an update and to share with you what I've been doing in my garden, and how everything is looking. These are my tomatoes. I planted this like about 2 months now, and they've grown quite a lot. So as you can see, they're looking good, and everything here is all organic. Everything all organic, no chemical, nothing, uh, anything harmful, because this is what we eat that goes into our body. So since I grow them myself, I try to go organic as much as I can, because I have control over what I plant in my garden, but I do not have control over what I buy in the store. So these are my okras. I planted these okras from seed, and they are doing beautifully well. And as you can see, that one looks amazingly well, and these ones are still little and they are trying to catch up. I planted these from seed, and they are doing beautifully well. So, and these right here are banana pepper. So they're looking beautifully well. I'm grateful. And on this side I have more okra. They're still small. Some of them are growing quite big, and while some are still small. So, but they are looking good so far. So we see how everything will turn out. These are my okra, and I have few corns as well that I planted. Last week I showed you how they were doing, and from last week, as you can see, they've grown a bit taller and they're doing amazingly well. And on this side, last week I actually planted few corns as well. As you can see, these are still small. They are probably barely a week, not even up to a week. They sprouted, and they're looking okay. And so everything so far is looking good. This is what I've been doing. Everything I'm doing here is organic. Everything I've been planting is organic. This right here is a tomato that I pruned from my tomato branch. This is a sucker. I planted it here. I just kind of stick it in the ground, and it's doing well so far. And on this side, these are tomatoes that I pruned from my tomato uh, branches, and I kind of stick them here in the pot, and they survived. Look at them, they're doing okay. And this tomato right here I grew from seed, so it sprouted. I'm still watching it, see how it grow. Then as it grow bigger or taller, I will then transplant. These are all tomato sucker that I prune, and I kind of put them in the pot, and they're looking amazingly well. This right here are onions, red onions that I bought, and I planted them, some in the pot and some over here. I'll show you in a second. And this right here is rosemary. I actually planted this rosemary last year, and it survived the cold winter, and here it is. It's doing amazingly well. And on this side are more onions. and as you can see, it's doing okay. And this right here is German thyme. It's doing good as well. It survived the cold winter from last year, and it bounced back this year, so I'm grateful. And this right here I planted about a month ago. This right here is sweet basil. It's looking good. And over here are more tomatoes that I planted. So all these tomatoes I planted like a month apart, and the ones I showed you earlier I planted last. So these ones I planted, few weeks, but 2 weeks apart from the ones I showed you earlier. As you can see, these are by the side of the house, and they're looking amazingly well. And these ones right here are the what do you call it? This one right here is called the Black Prince. It's called Black Prince tomato, and we'll see how it goes. And this right here is Roma tomato. They are all doing amazingly well. I'm grateful. I can't complain. These are more Roma tomato. So good. It's good to see all these doing well. And these right here are some vegetables. I kind of spread the seed, and it sprouted, and it's doing amazingly well. This is a vegetable. We call it green. Where I come from, it's a vegetable. It's just like spinach. So you can use it, cook. It's good for you. And this right here too is tomato that I kind of stick in the ground. I prune from the tomato trees over here, and I stick it in the ground, and it's doing well here. And this one right here is a tomato, is a pepper, hot pepper. It's not doing so well. Still keeping an eye on it. Okay, so just wanted to share my organic home video with you, so you can see what I've been doing and maybe be inspired in case if you want to do something like this in your yard. If you have a little space, you can do something like this as well. It doesn't have to be a big, you don't need too much space. If you just have a little space in your house, where you live, you can do something like this and try to produce your own organic tomatoes and vegetables. If you don't have space, you don't have a yard where you can plant your own organic food, you can plant in the pot. Like as you can see, I showed you, the tomatoes that I planted in the pot. So you can do the same. Whatever you can do, no matter how small, it makes a difference. And the joy that you derive watching what you plant, grow and doing beautifully well, is just amazing. Just want to share with you what I've been doing, so you can be encouraged and be inspired. These days we're eating a lot of chemicals. There's too much chemical preservatives in our food, and so when you can produce something on your own that is organic that you can eat, it makes a difference. It tastes good, it tastes better, and is more nutritious because it has no chemical added to it. It's all organic. So I just want to share with you. I appreciate you sharing this video with me. As you can see right here, tomatoes are producing. They have their own fruits, as you can see right here, doing amazingly well. So that's what I've been doing. This tomato right here is called Bush Elegant. Bush Elegant. As you can see, it's kind of, the tree is kind of small, but it's producing a lot of tomato. Well, let's see how it goes, and I'll keep updating you as it grow and as it produce tomatoes. So I'll be eating lots of tomato this season. I'm excited. I'm happy. I look forward to it. And I will keep updating you as I go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing my video, my home organic video with me. And over here, some of the vegetables I showed you earlier is called the green. And over here is these are eggplant. It's called Japanese eggplant. And this one right here is tomato, and this over here is another eggplant. But this one right here is black beauty eggplant. All right, so thank you for watching, and thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Thank you. And this right here, before we go, this right here is Greek oregano, as you can see. So whatever you can put in your garden is beautiful to turn out well. Thank you.